Welcome back to the Review Space. In this episode, we look at the top 10 celebrity-turned-pro wrestlers from the past 35 years. These are 10 individuals known for their work in other media such as film, television, and organized sports, and would have actual matches in the ring at professional wrestling events and TV shows. So with no further ado, let's begin. Number 1. Mr. T. As one of the most recognizable actors of the 1980s, Mr. T starred in the A-Team from 1983 to 1987 as B.A. Baracus. He also portrayed Clubber Lang in the popular film Rocky III from 1982. Mr. T got involved in professional wrestling in 1985 as Hulk Hogan's tag team partner in the first WrestleMania. This particular celebrity appearance from Mr. T was important in getting WWF and WrestleMania their huge buzz and drawing the casual audience to the show. Mr. T would make various appearances at pro wrestling events throughout the late 1980s and mid-1990s between World Wrestling Federation and World Championship Wrestling. Mr. T was also inducted in the WWE Hall of Fame. Number 2. Mellow Mel. In the 1970s and 1980s, hip-hop legend Mellow Mel rapped and wrote for the hip-hop group Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five. They became one of the most influential and important acts in hip-hop of all time, in providing the classic socially conscious song, The Message. In his mid-40s, around 2006, Mellow Mel attended pro wrestling school, and by 2007, he announced on allhiphop.com that he wants to get with WWE, do his thing, and take some of John Cena's money. Not letting his age get in the way of his wrestling aspirations, Mellow Mel would eventually make appearances for the East Coast-based Urban Wrestling Federation in 2011. Number 3. Dennis Rodman. As one of the greatest defensive players in American basketball, Dennis Rodman became 5-time NBA champion between his time with the Detroit Pistons and Chicago Bulls. Rodman also made appearances in TV shows and movies over his career, such as the film Double Team starring Jean-Claude Van Damme and Mickey Rourke, The Simpsons, and Third Rock from the Sun. In 1997, Rodman started appearing in WCW alongside Hulk Hogan in the NWO, taking on Lex Luger and the Giant at Bash at the Beach from that year. A year later, at Bash at the Beach 1998, Hulk Hogan and Rodman competed in a tag team match against DDP and Karl Malone, defeating Dallas Page and his Utah Jazz partner in the Squared Circle. Dennis Rodman would also win Hulk Hogan's Celebrity Championship Wrestling Reality Series competition from 2008. Number 4. Todd Bridges. A popular child actor known for playing Willis on TV sitcom Different Strokes from the late 1970s to the mid-80s, Todd Bridges also appeared in other TV shows such as Everybody Hates Chris and The Young and the Restless throughout the 2000s. In October 2008, he began competing for Hulk Hogan's Celebrity Championship Wrestling TV show. His gimmick was known as Mr. Not So Perfect and displayed good athleticism throughout the competition. The actor was able to reach the finals, ultimately losing to Dennis Rodman for the championship. Number 5. Stephen Amell. Stephen Amell is an actor who plays Oliver Green, also known as Green Arrow on the TV series Arrow since 2012. He also portrayed Casey Jones on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Out of the Shadows film from 2016. Stephen Amell began a feud against WWE wrestler Stardust in May 2015 and had a tag team match at SummerSlam the following month. Neville and Amell took on Wade Barrett and Stardust, scoring a victory against the makeshift duo and living out his dream as a longtime pro wrestling fan. Steven also produced a wrestling-related t-shirt regarding his SummerSlam match that year for charity. Number 6. Karl Malone. One of the greatest NBA power forwards of all time, earning 2 NBA MVP awards between 1997 and 1999 and becoming the greatest scorer for the Utah Jazz with well over 36,000 points. As mentioned in the Dennis Rodman entry, Karl Malone reprised his NBA feud against the Worm and had a match against Rodman at Bash at the Beach 1998. Being a wrestling fan, Karl Malone joined Diamond Dallas Page in a tag team match against Hollywood Hogan and Dennis Rodman. They went over 23 minutes, delivering a relatively underwhelming performance as the main event for the pay-per-view. Despite the lack of in-ring polish from both Malone and Rodman, the match was heavily promoted prior to the event and gave WCW a lot of media buzz for their celebrity involvement. Number 7. Snooki. As arguably the most recognizable member of the infamous MTV reality show Jersey Shore, Snooki became known for her party lifestyle and hijinks throughout the episodes. She also made appearances in various Teen Choice Awards events, the Three Stooges film, Dancing with the Stars, and a spin-off called Snooki and JWoww. Snooki got involved with the WWE in spring 2011, feuding against Lay Cool, which led to a match at WrestleMania 27. John Morrison, Trish Stratus, and Snooki defeated Layla, Dolph Ziggler, and Michelle McCool in a 6-person mixed tag team match, with Snooki herself performing a cartwheel splash on Michelle McCool for the victory. Number 8. Lawrence Taylor. Lawrence Taylor, also known as LT, played for the NFL between the early 1980s to the early 90s for the New York Giants. He is a 2-time Super Bowl champion and was named the NFL's most valuable player in 1986. After ending his NFL career, LT feuded against Bam Bam Bigelow starting at the Royal Rumble in early 1995. Bigelow challenged LT to a match and the two faced off in the main event match at WrestleMania 11. Lawrence Taylor performed well, hitting forearm after forearm to Bam Bam's face and delivering a better-than-expected celebrity-featured main event. LT's appearance was heavily promoted and gave WrestleMania 1995 a lot of media exposure. Number 9. Danny Bonaduce. The TV series The Partridge Family aired in the early mid-70s and starred child actor Donnie Bonaduce as bass player Danny Partridge. Danny would also work as a radio personality in various TV appearances on shows such as CSI and reality shows such as I Know My Kid's a Star and Breaking Bonaduce on VH1. Bonaduce began his pro wrestling appearances in April 1994 at the WCW Spring Stampede, facing an actor from the Brady Bunch, Christopher Knight. 15 years later, in April 2009, Bonaduce would face TNA star Eric Young in a 6 Sides of Steel cage match at their Lockdown pay-per-view. Danny also competed for Hulk Hogan Celebrity Championship Wrestling in 2008, withdrawing in the 5th week after suffering an injury but returning in week 6 and 7 to compete again. Number 10. Screech. Dustin Diamond, famously known as Screech from Saved by the Bell, was also involved in later TV shows such as Celebrity Fit Club, The Weakest Link, and Celebrity Boxing 2. Diamond was part of Memphis Championship Wrestling in spring of 2000 and was reportedly a big pro wrestling fan. He would also be a part of Hulk Hogan Celebrity Championship Wrestling show alongside Todd Bridges, Danny Bonaduce, and Dennis Rodman in 2008, competing until he was eliminated in the 8th week. So that's it for the top 10 celebrity-turned-pro wrestlers. Thanks for watching this episode of The Review Space. Check out the channel for more videos, subscribe and all that good stuff, and until next time, peace.